Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be pushing my RTX 3090 Ti to its absolute limits, and I'm going to be doing this using Minecraft. And I made one of these videos a little over a year ago using the 3090, and figured, why not upgrade to the 3090 Ti? And no, this video still isn't sponsored by Nvidia, so I'm paying for these cards out of pocket, but that's okay, it's for science. I totally don't have an obsession with having the newest, latest, and greatest graphics card. Anyway, this time around, I'm not going to be pushing Minecraft to hit 1 FPS, but rather I'm just going to try and completely max out the usage on the 3090 Ti, and I think we're going to be able to do just that. So anyway, let's see what we can do. And real quick, while this video isn't sponsored by Nvidia, it is sponsored by Buff. Buff allows you to earn real rewards simply by playing games you enjoy. These games include Minecraft, on Hypixel specifically, Apex Legends, Warzone, and much more. And Buff is actually in a partnership with Overwolf, who also owns CurseForge. So if you're like me and you use CurseForge to install mods, you can easily install this program through the Overwolf app. And all you need to do with this program is simply let it run in the background while you play the integrated game, and over time you'll collect points you can use to redeem rewards. It's really just about as easy as it gets, and plus it won't have any effect on your game's performance. So if you'd like to give Buff a try, be sure to check it out in the description below. Alright, so this time around we're going to be jumping straight into the Patrix resource pack, because at this point it's one of the best looking resource packs and also one of the hardest to run. And naturally we'll also use this with SEUS PTGI, and I'm going with a 3.0 version this time around, as this is also one of the hardest shaders to run, and you know, it's pretty much built to be used with the Patrix resource pack. And do keep in mind, I'm recording this entire video in 4K, so if you want to try this for yourself and you're not playing at 4K, you could still have an even better FPS than I have if you're simply playing at a lower resolution. But naturally, as I'm trying to squeeze every last drop of performance out of this graphics card, I need to throw everything I can at it. And right now, what you're seeing is only the 32 resolution version of the Patrix resource pack, which, by the way, still looks pretty amazing, but there are high resolution versions available. And as you can see, currently I'm sitting around 35 FPS, but this will quickly change once we step up to the higher resolution versions. Although, I guess this applies more specifically to the 256 version, which I'll show you in just a second. First, we'll be switching from the 32 to the 64 resolution, and as you can see, we only lose about 2 FPS, which actually isn't that bad considering you get quite a bit higher resolution. Going from 64 to 128, we have a bigger performance drop, losing about 6 FPS, although this still isn't game-breaking. But once we go from 128 to 256, things quickly go out of control. At this point, we immediately go from 32 FPS to 2 FPS. And obviously, this is a number that nobody wants to play at, and you would think at this point the 3090 Ti has been defeated. But this is where, I guess, the plot twist comes in. If we take a look at the usage stats in the task manager, you can see that the GPU is hardly working all that hard at all. And what this means is, at this point, Minecraft and Optifine are the bottleneck rather than the graphics card. But luckily, we do have a solution for this, and it looks almost as good. And this is by using sodium with iris. And this combination gives you easily the best shader performance available for Minecraft. But there are a couple drawbacks that we're going to attempt to fix in order to get the best of both worlds. So, as you're aware by now, with Optifine we're getting literally 2 FPS, but once we switch over to iris, we're immediately getting over 40 FPS. I mean, this goes from a number that you just simply couldn't play with to a number that's quite serviceable. And this is simply because iris is actually allowing Minecraft to take full advantage of the 3090 Ti. You may be noticing right now, however, that things look a little bit broken, and this is because Patrix resource pack normally requires Optifine in order to use connected textures, but luckily there's a mod that'll allow you to do this just fine with the iris mod. And this is the continuity mod in combination with Indium. And once you have this installed alongside iris and sodium, things look pretty close to Optifine. And at this point, there is still one fairly large feature missing from iris, although I do know it's coming in the future, and this is PBR. And here I'll just show you a quick comparison with PBR on and off, and you can absolutely tell a difference. But you know, at the same time, you're literally getting 10 times the performance with iris, and I think that's worth it. And once PBR is fully integrated into iris, there really won't be much of a difference at all visually. Anyway, I guess I did get a little sidetracked, but you know, I think it's pretty helpful information. And now that we have the game running at an at least acceptable frame rate, we can do things like turning up the render distance. And before I had it at 16, and I'll change it to 32, and honestly, it doesn't even change the performance that much. So at this point, this seems to be the absolute best visuals you can get out of Minecraft without purposely tanking your FPS, and also getting all the usage you can out of your graphics card. And so long as you're happy with the FPS you're getting, Optifine has better visuals with this setup, but you know, in the future, this likely won't apply anymore. And I'm definitely going to be doing something similar to this once the new graphics cards come out later this year, it'll be interesting to see if they bring massive performance gains, or if Minecraft FPS can really only be taken so far. And anyway, that'll do it for this video, and if there's any other ways you think I should push the next graphics card to its absolute limit using Minecraft, go ahead and let me know in the comments and I'll give it a try. And if you'd like to download anything I used in this video, you can find it all in the description below. And anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.